About 2 years ago, both the Department of Education and the Department of Administration moved out of the Manuel F.L. Guerrero Administration Building in Hagatna.
Problems range from the busted water pipes that sometimes left bathrooms inoperable, an old power box, slick steps that actually caused a death, to an elevator that didn't always work.
Governor Eddie Calvo says in his weekly address that this dilapidated building has since sat unoccupied and unattended except for a few homeless people.
My goal is to move our island forward, and that's why my team and I came up with a solution to the dilapidated building that has become a public health and safety concern.
That solution is demolishing the building and constructing a palazzo that would house various government offices and get rid of the need to pay for rent. The building is owned by the Guam legislature.
And that's why we've reached out to work together with the legislature, at least to those who don't want to play politics, to put this plan into action.
Governor Eddie Calvo is referring to Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, who has come out opposing Bill 32, introduced by Senators Rory Respicio, Tina Muñoz Barnes, and Speaker Judy Wampat. Cruz says while he's against demolishing the building, he is in favor of building the palace, an idea he says first came about while he was the legal counsel in former Governor Ricky Bordalio's first term.
They keep thinking that the palace needs to take down the education wing at the Manuel Guerrero building. If anybody does their research, they'll realize that the footprint for the palace is only 145 feet. And it starts at the left end of the azotea. If you run 145 feet from the left end of the azotea towards the education building, you will find that there's still 20 feet left over after the end of the 145 feet. So the two can coexist.
Cruz says he actually wrote the Articles of Association for the Palace Restoration Association of Guam in 1977. He says while the bill was introduced in late January, it wasn't until after that an engineer was brought up to look into the building.
They weren't doing their research. That's the problem with this whole thing.
Cruz adds $30,000 a month in rental could be saved for the 10 senators who are outside of the Guam legislature building. In his address, Governor Calvo criticizes the senators who opposed the idea as they could have helped ensure the building was maintained and did not fall into disrepair.
I asked him, why didn't you ensure that the building was maintained to the level that it should be if you felt so strongly about it? Do you think that Governor Manuel Guerrero would be proud that his name is on that building?
As for why it's taken so long, Cruz says it's about money. Even to today, he says he's not sure the funding for the project is even known.
Who's going to go out there and say, we're going to build a palace and not build a school? All right, Simon Sanchez of the palace.
Cruz says Department of Public Works Director Glenn Leon Guerrero estimated the cost to be around $17 million. His office adds while the building is owned by the Guam legislature, it is under the purview of the Committee on Rules chairman. In the meantime, while Bill 32 goes up for its second roundtable tonight, it has already been placed on the current session agenda. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Ken Quintaniza.